Hi, today we're going to have a look at our new, one of our new RTC bikes. RTC stands for Rail Trail Commuter. So what we wanted to do with these bikes is take our Mixte and Hardtail Evo bikes and add those things that really make doing the rail trails and the commuting really easy. So that's really your rack on the back here, mud guards, and we've got lights on the front and on the back. That's the difference between the standard Hardtail Evos and Mixtes. This bike here we've got here today is the Mixte RTC. So you can see here it's got that nice low bar that the Mixte has. You can get a really nice, you can get a very low seat position for those people who are a little bit more vertically challenged, but you've still got enough adjustment to get it higher if you need to. The other benefit of the Mixte is you've got that nice low step over here. It's also a little bit shorter this day than the normal Hardtail Evo. The other things we've done in this range here since the earlier hardtails, if we start at the front of the bike, we've recently added the Tektro hydraulic brakes onto the 15 amp hour bikes and onto the RTC. The fork is Suntour fork. We've always had those, they're really good quality. We've increased it from a 27.5 inch fork, so that's the wheels on the bike are a 27.5 inch wheel. We've actually gone to a 29er fork, and what that does is just gives us a bit more clearance here. So when we've got the mud guards, there's plenty of space in here, so rocks, sticks like these things out on a typical Aussie rail trail, they're not going to get caught and jammed up, they can fall off. The mud guards too are really strong. They're made out of extruded aluminium, so they're really quite tough. They're not going to wobble around and start rubbing on the tyres like you can get. A lot of the European bikes run the mud guards much closer and you can get issues with them rubbing. The other benefit there is you can actually increase the size of the tyre if you wanted to. Moving back on the bike, we've put a better grip on the bikes now too. These are more of an ergonomic grip. They've got a little wing back. More rubberized, so they're more comfortable. Always on our bikes, the seating position's a lot higher in the front, so it's more comfortable. You're going to sit down a lot more on an e-bike than you would on a regular bike. The other thing comfort-wise is the seat. We've actually got a gel seat on here now. Again, a really comfortable seat. If you're looking for a bit more comfort, we also have suspension seat posts that you can upgrade quite easily to give you a little bit more comfort if needed. The other thing that our bikes come with standard is the fabric drink bottle mount. So this is a special drink bottle that has the mounts already integrated in it. These little studs are on the bike straight out of the box and allows you just to put a drink bottle there. It's right where you need it. It's out of the way. If you did hit your knee on it, you're not going to hurt your knee or anything like that. Then we've also got, moving back towards the bike, your battery. On the RTC model, it's a 15 amp hour battery. Sort of range you can expect on this bike would be probably typically 60 to 80 Ks without worrying about range too much. Or if you're looking for the maximum of range, you can dial this down to level 1. You can go for 8 hours constant running on this bike. So well over 100 Ks range is quite achievable. Moving up to the back of the bike, we made the rack specifically to suit the Ortlieb pannier bags. So these are really good quality bag, made in Germany. And the great thing is with these, they just slide. Once you've got it set up right, it's just going to drop straight on and you're ready to go. The rack actually forms part of the mudguard stay. So you can see here, it holds the mudguard up, but it's a really quite a thick aluminium rack, very solid. If I can even sit on it. Don't go dinking people though. And then you've got this good strong aluminium mudguard as well. That holds the rack in place. You've got also, with the cabling, we run the rear brake light cable up through here. And that's all polyurethaned in. There's a little channel that runs in there, so sticks and rocks aren't going to damage those cables. And then we've got our light on the back here. It's actually a brake light as well. So with the bike on, when you pull the brake, it will actually flash. People know that you're braking, or you can run it with it on constantly, front light, rear light constantly. Another brief press of the power button and it'll go to a slow flash mode, and it will fast flash when you pull the brake on. Rims and tyres, we use a really good quality rim that are specifically made for e-bikes. They're drilled at an angle with the spoke holes, so the spokes come out at a really straight angle, you're going to have less problem with spoke breakage that you can get on some e-bikes. The tyres are a good quality Kenda tyre. They're a bit of a mixed use, perfect for sort of that typical Aussie rail trail or commute where you might have a bike path that's a bit of dirt and a bit of asphalt use. They're filled with a tyre sealant product called slime, so even a little small puncture is going to self-heal. Your motor, it's a high quality brushless DC motor, geared brushless DC motor, heaps of torque, very reliable. You'll get quite a bit of peak power out of it, back to a 250 watt continuous as is required by law. Gear system, we use Shimano. It's a 9-speed, it's a proper cassette, it's not a screw-on freewheel on the back. So you've got plenty of range there to, for hill climbing or just cruising at a very, nice casual cadence when you're cruising along at 25, 27 k's an hour. Nice heavy kickstand on the bike and nice wider platform pedals as well. The only other thing we've really got to mention is on the display, it will actually remember the last setting you're in. So you can just, if you're used to riding level 6, that's where you like to be. Every time you switch it on, it'll stay there. It's also got a USB charge port that lives in under here. So if you've got a phone, any other accessories, GoPro, you can plug it in here and it will top up your phone, keep you going off the main battery. Yeah, that's pretty much, it covers our new Mixte RTC.